filtration process ensures your gutters are in tip-top shape and prepped to protect your home.
Our
Step 1,
pleasure to
we
take
clean
you
your
on
gutters.
this tour
Step
of
2,
the
we
2020
realign and
King
seal your
Air
gutters.
luxury
Step 3,
motor
we
coach.
install leaf
The
filter,
2020
a permanent
King
solution
Air
to
is
end
truly
clogged
the
gutters.
jewel in
Get your free
Mars
estimate
crown.
today.
It's a supremely luxurious coach that offers all the world-class amenities, features, and appointments you expect, and a few that might even surprise you. We'll begin in the King Air cockpit, where your thrones take the shape of Villa Ultra Leather captain's chairs, which are heated and cooled. It's an optional massage feature is available to take your comfort to the next level. When it's time to share driving duties, the King Air's memory settings for the steering column, pedals, and side mirrors make it easy. Your safety is a priority, so each King Air comes equipped with a number of cutting-edge safety features, including a Mobileye lane departure warning system, adaptive cruise control, on-guard collision mitigation technology, and a TriView camera system that grants you a 360-degree view of your surroundings. You'll also find a tire pressure monitoring system, electronic stability control, and automatic high-beam headlights. And to help guide you to your destination, the standard Ram McNally navigation provides turn-by-turn directions. With the new custom-tuned Harman Infinity audio system, you can enjoy rich, crystal-clear sound, whether you're listening to an audiobook, a podcast, or your favorite music. The cockpit is also outfitted with wireless charging pads and an additional passenger-side navigation.
Are you ready for a total body workout, Peloton fam?
Just a 30-minute bike boot camp? Of your King Air's features and functions.
Get at-home motivation anytime you want it.
Clip off that bike and meet me on the mat for lunges.
Learn more on onepeloton.ca.
Now, let's move into the King Air's expansive living room. Designed with your comfort in mind, the space is outfitted with plush Villa Ultra Leather furniture that's as beautiful as it is durable. Here, in floor plan 4549, you see a dormy sofa positioned across from two optional recliners. A number of other configurations are available to suit your tastes, whether you're listening to an audiobook, including a chaise lounge, storage ottomans, and theater seating. Also outfitted with part of any great trip is the chance to relax. With that in mind, King Air is equipped with a host of impressive entertainment features. Your favorite movies and TV shows look and sound incredible on the Samsung Ultra High Def 4K LED TV, Sony Blu-ray player, and Bluetooth compatible Bose SoundTouch soundbar. As you see here, a second Samsung TV is mounted overhead, and of course, internet connectivity comes standard, making it easy and convenient to check email, stream TV shows and movies, or simply browse the web. You'll find it's easy to achieve the ideal temperature wherever and whenever you travel, courtesy of 3 heat pump central air conditioners and a remote control thermostat. This particular King Air trip showcases our elegant Hatteras decor fabrics. King Air's heated porcelain tile flooring is found throughout the coach, along with plenty of other stylish
Are you ready for a total
like
body
a
workout,
designed
Peloton
accent
fam?
wall
Just a
featuring
30-minute
the
bike
living
boot
area
camp?
and a stunning
I got
bed-free
this.
feature
Get
suite.
at-home motivation anytime you want it.
Clip off that bike and meet me on the mat for
Step into the
lunges.
King Air's
Learn more on
well-equipped and gracious
onepeloton.ca.
gallery, guaranteed to delight your inner chef. Right away, you'll notice the new concealed LED lighting that beautifully illuminates the hand-laid backsplash. 4K LED. The handmade hardwood cabinetry displayed here in ginger features a gorgeous high-gloss finish and soft closed doors, and the large Whirlpool French door refrigerator boasts matching wood overlays. Beside the refrigerator in floor plan 4549, you see the spacious pull-out pantry, and the all-electric appliance suite is sure to impress, boasting a top-of-the-line Wolf induction cooktop, Fisher & Paykel dishwasher, GE Advantium convection microwave, and Delta Touch 2.0 faucet. The generously sized farmhouse sink adds style to the space. Is found throughout the coach. As we move towards the rear of Plan 4549, our next stop is the midship and a stunning, perfectly positioned for hosting guests. It features many of the same premium design elements you'll find in the master bath. Gracious galley. Next, we step into the King
Are
Air
you ready for a
Master
total
Suite,
body workout,
which is
Peloton
tucked
fam?
away behind
Jesse's
a
30-minute
sliding
bike
door.
boot camp?
Sweet dreams come
Get at home
courtesy of the
motivation
exceptionally
anytime you want
comfortable
it.
Clip off that
king-size
bike and meet me on the mat for
adjustable
lunges.
mattress,
Learn more
which
on
is accompanied by a
onepeloton.ca.
goose down comforter. And your favorite movies and shows are at your beck and call, thanks to a retractable Samsung 4K TV, Blu-ray player, and Bose soundbar. All of which are positioned opposite of the foot of the bed. In the King Air Master Bathroom, every day feels like a spa day. A spacious 50 by 34-inch shower awaits you in floor plan 4549, featuring a glass door, tile accents, a fold-down bench, and a warm water conservation system. Across from the shower, a super-polished, solid-surface vanity top complements the hand-laid backsplash and hammered stainless steel sink. GE Advantium in floor plan 4549, you're granted a walk-in closet with cedar paneling and adjustable shelving, plus a laundry station with a stacked Whirlpool washer and dryer. As we move towards the rear of the 2020 King Air is available in 7 floor plans, each 45 feet in length. Today, you've been looking at floor plan 4549, which measures 44 feet and 11 inches in length, and features 3 power slide-outs, including a full wall slide. Which is tucked away. The King Air is built on a Spartan K3 tag axle chassis, equipped with a Safe Haul auxiliary braking system. 605 horsepower comes from a Cummins diesel engine with connected diagnostics. And welded to the chassis is our Star Foundation, a steel superstructure that adds support and promises a quiet ride. Our exclusive full-paint masterpiece finish, seen here in the King Air Master, decorates the outside of each King Air and is made possible by BASF and industrial finishes. Outdoor living is yours to embrace beneath the dual Girard Nova side awnings, which are equipped with wind sensors and LED lights. The outdoor entertainment system grants you a Samsung 4K LED TV and a soundbar, perfect for tailgates or other get-togethers. And the Domestic pull-out cooler is perfect for drinks and snacks. It's all powered by a 12.5 kilowatt Cummins own generator with auto changeover. For your peace of mind, the King Air features keyless entry and a new camera monitoring system at the entry door, which is viewable on an app or from inside your coach. In the opulent 2020 King Air, you'll always receive the royal treatment wherever your travels might lead. On behalf of everyone here at Newmar Corporation, we want to thank you for joining us on this tour of the 2020 King Air. For more information, visit your nearest Newmar dealer or visit newmarcorp.com today. Welded to the chassis is our Star Foundation, a steel superstructure that adds full paint masterpiece finish, seen here in Harris, decorates the outside of each King Air and is made possible by BASF and industrial finishes. Outdoor living is yours to embrace beneath the dual Girard Nova side awnings, which are equipped with wind sensors and LEDs. The outdoor entertainment system grants you a Samsung 4K LED TV and a soundbar, perfect for tailgates or other get-togethers. And the Domestic pull-out cooler is perfect for drinks and snacks. It's all powered by a 12.5 kilowatt Cummins own generator with auto changeover. For your peace of mind, the King Air features entry door, which is viewable on an app or from inside your coach. In the opulent 2020 King Air, you'll always receive the royal treatment wherever your travels might lead. On behalf of everyone here at Newmar Corporation, we want to thank you for joining us on this tour of the 2020 King Air. For more information, visit your nearest Newmar dealer or visit newmarcorp.com today.
ready for a total body workout, Peloton fam.
Jess's 30-minute bike boot camp? I got this.
Get at home motivation anytime you want it.
Clip off that bike and meet me on the mat for lunges.
Learn more on onepeloton.ca.
So how to create your YouTube thumbnail in 1 minute. First, you go to Google Chrome and you type in canva.com. And if you are not yet signed up, you are free to sign up. It's for free. And if you want a pro, you can also subscribe. Other than that, you can have it for free. And under here in the search bar, you just type in, because I have it already, you just type in YouTube thumbnail and then press enter, and then it will have some selections for you down here, and then you just have to select whatever works for you, or what type of video are you going to make. Then you match it with the thumbnail that you have. So for example, I'm going to do a music, so I'm gonna go again here, and there's music YouTube thumbnail, and then I'm just gonna go down and select maybe this one, and then after that there are more selections if you want to change your mind. And so how to create your YouTube this one to thumbnail in whichever position that you want. Google this one, you also type adjust, you can filter, and by that you can make it brighter. If you are not yet signed up, you are free to sign up. It's for free. So if you want lighter, pro is so subscribe. Other than that, the text also you can have it just double click or select here in the search bar. You just type in, because I have it already. You just type in YouTube thumbnail, and then you can select them, and you have some selections for you under here, down here, and then you just have to select. You can also select whatever works for you, or what type of video are you going to make. Then you match it with the thumbnail. You can delete this one, so you can add more text if you want. Do a music, so I'm gonna go again here, and there's music YouTube thumbnail. So and you can make it just gonna go down like this, select. So it's really up to you how do you arrange. And then if you want to add more text, you just come over here. There are text selection that are preset. So there are more selections if you want to change your mind. And try this. Also move this one. Just come there and just whichever position that you want. Like for example, this one music, you can adjust, you can filter, and then you can make it brighter or darker. Set whatever. It's up to you here. And then you can make it light there. This, so this one you can just scroll down. Next also you select whatever type of font you want, so you can do that. And under effects you can change the setting of your text. Select them. It's up to you really. What do you height under here you want it to be, and then you can also select the color. To select the color, I can do that on here by selecting this one. So really it's very straightforward. You can delete this one. I say it's only a minute, then you can have your thumbnail quickly. And then after that, if it's everything is okay, it's good to go like this, you can download it. So it's really up to you how you be a transparent background. And if you want to add more text, you just come and you have it here. There are or the other one selection that I normally do is I'm gonna go to snip and sketch. Then you just come there. Then I'm gonna snip this one. Like for example, music. And then I'm gonna select this one. There's a delete, so you can save it as your today's date. There, 07. So this one you can just scroll down, select whatever type of font you want. So it's up to you how you do that. And you see, and under effects, that's how effects you can change your thumbnail, and then you can go to setting of your YouTube channel. So you can upload your video thumbnail. So if you want it to be YouTube channel, you can also change the color. So if I want to select, you can select here by selecting this existing videos that you have. Very straight, you can edit. That's why I say it's only a minute. The thumbnail section. Other than that, if you have a new video thumbnail, and upload the thumbnail inside after that. So that's what okay. It's a thumbnail would look like. You can download introduction of what the content of this video is. So yes, it's going to be like this. And if you want to edit, just have the other one that I normally do. I'm gonna go to snip and just go to here, detail sketch, and under here, under thumbnail, I'm gonna snip this one, replace your thumbnail. And if you are uploading a new video, then just place in your thumbnail on the thumbnail section. So that's that. That's 1 minute video of how to create your thumbnail. Thank you so much. Bye. Play guitar. So it's up to you how you name it, and you see. And that's it.
These are the top 10 things we need to know about Prince Philip, the consort of British monarch.
YouTube channel. You can upload
Ancestry.
video.
Both Philip and Queen Elizabeth II are great-great-grandchildren of Queen Victoria. Elizabeth by descent from Victoria's eldest son,
Select
King Edward VII, and Philip by descent from Victoria's second daughter, Princess Alice. Both are also descended from King Christian IX of Denmark. Philip was also related to the House of Romanov through both of his parents. He was a direct descendant of Emperor Nicholas I of Russia via his paternal grandmother Grand Duchess Olga Konstantinovna of Russia. 181. His maternal grandmother, Princess Victoria of Hesse and by Rhine, was a sister of Alexandra Feodorovna, Alex of Hesse, wife of Emperor Nicholas II. In 1993, scientists were able to confirm the identity of the remains of several members of the Romanov family. More than 70 years after their deaths in 1918, by comparing their mitochondrial DNA to living matrilineal relatives, including Philip, Alexandra, and her children are all descended from Princess Alice of the United Kingdom, the daughter of Queen Victoria, through a purely female line. These are the top 10 things we need to know about Prince Philip, the consort of British monarch. Prince Philip, romanized Philippos, of Greece and Denmark, was born in Mornaripos on the Greek island of Corfu on the 10th of June 1921. Children of Queen Victoria, the only son and fifth and final child of Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark and Princess Alice of Battenberg. A member of the House of Glucksburg, Victoria's second daughter, the ruling House of Denmark. Princess Alice. He was a prince of both Greece and Denmark by virtue of his patrilineal descent from George I of Greece and Christian IX of Denmark, both of his parents. And he was from birth in the line of succession to both thrones. Nicholas I of Russia. Philip's four elder sisters were Margarita, Theodora of Russia, Cecily, and Sophie. 181. He was baptized in the Greek Orthodox rite at St. George Church in the Old Fortress in Corfu. Was a sister of Alexandra. Shortly after Philip's birth, Alex of Hesse, his maternal grandfather Prince Louis of Battenberg, then known as Louis Mountbatten, Marquis of Milford Haven, died in London. Louis was a naturalized British subject who, more than 70 years after a career in the Royal Navy, had renounced his German titles and adopted the surname Mountbatten, an anglicized version of Battenberg, during the First World War. Alexandra, owing to anti-German sentiments in Britain. After visiting London for his grandfather's memorial service, Philip and his mother returned to Greece, where Prince Andrew had remained to command a Greek army division embroiled in the Greco-Turkish Wars of Greece and Denmark. The war went badly for Greece, and the Turks made large gains. 1921. Philip's uncle and High Commander of the Greek Expeditionary Force, King Constantine I, was blamed for the defeat and was forced to abdicate on the 27th of September 1922. The new military government arrested Prince Andrew, along with others. The commanding officer of the army, General Georgios Hatzianstis, and 5 senior politicians were arrested, tried, and executed in the trial of the 6. Prince Andrew's life was also believed to be in danger, and Princess Alice was under surveillance. Finally, in December, a revolutionary court banished Prince Andrew from Greece for life. The British naval vessel HMS Calypso evacuated Prince Andrew's family, with Philip carried to safety in a cot made from a fruit box. Philip's family went to France, where they settled in the Paris suburb of St. Cloud in a house lent to them by his wealthy aunt, Princess George of Greece and Denmark. Because Philip left Greece as a baby, he did not speak Greek. In 1992, he said that he could understand a certain amount. 9. Philip stated that he thought of himself as Danish, and his family spoke English, French, and German. Philip, who in his youth was known for his charm. Philip's uncle and High Commander of the Greek Expeditionary Force, King Constantine I, was blamed for the defeat and was forced to abdicate on the 27th of September 1922.
Philip was first
the new military government arrested Prince Andrew,
school in Paris
along with
by
others.
Donald MacJeanette,
The commanding officer of the army,
Philip as a know-it-all
General
smarty
Georgios
person,
Hatzianstis,
but always
and 5
remarkably
senior
polite.
politicians
In
were
1928,
arrested,
he was
tried,
sent to the United
and
Kingdom to
executed in the
attend
trial of the
school,
6.
living
Prince
with his
Andrew's
maternal
life was
grandmother,
also believed to be in
Victoria
danger,
Mountbatten,
and Princess
Dowager
Alice was under
Marchioness of Milford
surveillance.
Haven. At
Finally, in
Kensington
December,
Palace, and his uncle,
a revolutionary court
George
banished Prince
Mountbatten,
Andrew from Greece.
second Marquess of Milford
life.
Haven.
The British
Linden
naval
Manor
vessel
in Bray,
HMS Calypso
Berkshire,
evacuated Prince
in the next
Andrew's
3
family,
years. His 4
with Philip
sisters
carried to
married
safety
German
in a cot
princes
made
and
from a
moved to
fruit
Germany.
box.
His mother
Philip's
was
family
diagnosed
went
with
to
schizophrenia
France,
and placed in an
where they
asylum.
settled in the Paris
And his
suburb of
father
St.
took
Cloud
up
in a
residence
house
in
lent to them
Monte
by his
Carlo.
wealthy aunt,
Philip had little contact
Princess
with his
George of
mother for
Greece
the
and
remainder of
Denmark.
his childhood.
because Philip left
In
Greece as a baby.
1933,
He did
he
not
was
speak
sent
Greek.
to Schule Schloss
In
Salem in Germany,
1992,
which had
he
the
said that he
advantage
could
of saving
understand a
school fees
certain
because
amount.
it was owned by the family
9.
of his
Philip stated that he
brother-in-law,
thought of himself as Danish,
Berthold,
and his
Margrave of
family spoke
Baden.
English,
With the rise of
French,
Nazism in
and
Germany,
German.
Salem's
Philip,
Jewish founder,
who in his youth was
Kurt
known for his
Hahn,
charm,
fled persecution and founded Gordonston School in Scotland, to which Philip moved after 2 terms at Salem. In 1937, his sister Cecily, her husband Georg Donatus, hereditary Grand Duke of Hesse, her 2 young sons, Ludwig and Alexander, her newborn infant, and her mother-in-law, Princess Eleanor of Solms-Hohenzollern, were killed in an air crash at Ostend. Philip, then 16 years old, attended the funeral in Darmstadt. The following year, his uncle and guardian Lord Milford Haven died of bone marrow cancer. After leaving Gordonston in early 1939, Philip completed a term as a cadet at the Royal Naval College in the next 3 years. Dartmouth. Then repatriated to Greece and moved to Germany, living with his mother in Athens for a month in mid-1939. At the behest of the Greek king, George II, his first cousin, he returned to Britain in September to resume training for the Royal Navy. In 1933, he graduated from Dartmouth the next year as the best cadet in his course. which had the
during the
advantage
Second
of
World
saving
War.
school fees because it was
He
owned by
continued
the
to
family
serve
of
in the
his
British
brother-in-law.
forces, while two of his brothers-in-law,
Margrave of Baden,
Prince Christoph
with the
of
rise
Hesse and
Nazism in
Berthold,
Germany,
Margrave of
Salem's
Baden,
Jewish founder,
fought on the opposing
Kurt Hahn,
German side.
fled
Philip was
persecution
appointed
and
as a
founded
midshipman
Gordonston
in
School
January
Scotland,
1940.
to which
He
Philip
spent
moved
4
after 2
months on the
terms at
battleship
Salem.
HMS
In
Ramillies,
1937,
protecting convoys of
sister
the
Cecily,
Australian Expeditionary
her
Force
husband
in the
Georg
Indian
Donatus,
Ocean, followed by
Hereditary
shorter
Grand Duke of
postings
Hesse,
on HMS
her
Kent,
2 young sons,
on HMS Shropshire,
Ludwig and Alexander,
and in
her
Ceylon,
newborn infant,
after the invasion
and
of
her
Greece by
mother-in-law,
Italy in October
Princess
1940.
Eleanor of Solms
He was transferred from the Indian
were
Ocean to the
killed in an
battleship
air crash at
HMS
Ostend.
Valiant in the Mediterranean Fleet.
Then 16 years
On the
old,
1st of February
attended the funeral in
1941,
Darmstadt.
Philip was
The
commissioned as
following
a
year,
sub-lieutenant
his
after a
uncle and
series of
guardian Lord
courses at
Milford Haven
Portsmouth,
died of bone marrow cancer,
in which he gained the top grade in 4 out of
After
5
leaving
sections of the
Gordonston in early
qualifying examination.
1939. Philip
Among other
completed a term as a
engagements,
cadet at the Royal
he was
Naval
involved in the
College,
Battle of Crete,
Dartmouth, then repatriated to Greece, living with his mother in Athens
and was
for a month
mentioned in
mid
dispatches for his
1939.
service during the Battle of Cape
At the behest of the
Matapan,
Greek king,
in which he
George
controlled the
II,
battleship
his first cousin.
searchlights.
He returned
He was
to
also
Britain in
awarded the
September
Greek
to
War
resume
Cross.
training for the Royal Navy.
21 in June
He graduated from
1942.
Dartmouth the next year
He was
as the best
appointed to the
cadet in his
V&W
course.
class destroyer and flotilla
During the
leader
Second World
HMS
War,
Wallace,
He continued to
which
serve
was
in the
involved in
British
convoy
forces,
escort tasks on the
while
east coast
two
of
his
Britain,
brothers-in-law,
as well
Prince
as the
Christoph
Allied
of Hesse
invasion
and
of Sicily.
Margrave
Promotion
of
to
Baden,
lieutenant followed on the
fought on the
16th of
opposing
July
German side.
1942 in October
Philip was
of the
appointed
same
as a
year.
midshipman in January
He became
1940.
first lieutenant of
He
HMS
spent 4
Wallace.
months on the
At
battleship
21 years
HMS
old, one of the
Ramillies,
youngest first
protecting
lieutenants in the
convoys
Royal
of the
Navy.
Australian Expeditionary Force
During
in
the
Indian
invasion of
Ocean,
Sicily,
followed by
in July
shorter postings on
1943,
HMS Kent,
as second
on
in command
HMS
of Wallace.
Shropshire,
He
and
saved
in
his ship
Ceylon
from a night bomber
after the
attack.
invasion of Greece
He
by
devised
Italy
a
in
plan to
October
launch a raft with
1940.
smoke floats that
He
successfully
was
distracted
transferred
the
from the
bombers,
Indian Ocean to the battleship
allowing the
HMS
ship to slip
Valiant in the
away
Mediterranean
unnoticed.
Fleet.
In
On the 1st of
1944,
February
he moved on to the new
1941,
destroyer,
Philip was commissioned
HMS
as a
Welp,
sub-lieutenant after
where
a
he saw
series of
service with the
courses
British
at
Pacific
Portsmouth,
Fleet in the 27th
in which he
Destroyer
gained the
Flotilla.
top grade in 4 out of 5
He was present
sections
in
of the
Tokyo
qualifying
Bay when the
examination.
instrument of Japanese surrender
Among
was
other
signed.
engagements,
Philip
was
returned
involved
to
in
the
the
United
Battle of
Kingdom
Crete
on the Welp in January 1946 and was posted as an instructor at
and was
HMS
mentioned
Royal
in
Arthur,
dispatches for his service
the
during the
Petty
Battle
Officers
of Cape
School in
Matapan,
Corsham,
in
Wiltshire.
which he controlled the battleship searchlights.
He was also awarded the Greek War Cross. 21 in June 1942.
In
He was
1939,
appointed to the
King George
V&W
VI
class
and Queen
destroyer
Elizabeth
and flotilla
toured the
leader
Royal
HMS
Naval
Wallace,
College,
which was
Dartmouth.
involved in convoy
During the
escort
visit,
tasks on the east
The
coast
Queen
of
and Louis
Britain.
Mountbatten asked his nephew
As well as
Philip
the
to
Allied
escort the
invasion
king's
of
2
Sicily.
daughters,
Promotion to
Elizabeth and
lieutenant
Margaret,
followed on the 16th of
who were
July
Philip's third
1942
cousins
in
through
October
Queen
of the same
Victoria,
year.
and second
He
cousins
became
once
first
removed through
lieutenant
King
of HMS
Christian the
Wallace.
IX of Denmark.
At 21 years old, one
Elizabeth
of the youngest
fell in
first
love with
lieutenants
Philip,
in the Royal Navy,
and they began to exchange
During
letters
the
when she was
invasion of
13.
Sicily.
Eventually,
In July 1943,
in the summer of
as
1946,
second in command of
Philip
Wallace,
asked the king for his
he saved
daughter's
his ship
hand in
from a night
marriage.
bomber attack.
The king granted his
He
request,
devised a plan to launch a
provided
raft
that
with
any
smoke
formal
floats that
engagement be
successfully
delayed until
distracted the
Elizabeth's
bombers,
21st birthday the
allowing
following
the ship to
April.
slip away unnoticed.
By March
In
1947,
1944,
Philip had
he moved on
abandoned
to
his
the
Greek
new
and Danish
destroyer,
royal titles,
HMS Welp,
had adopted the
where he saw
surname
service with
Mountbatten
the
from
British
his
Pacific
mother's
Fleet
family,
in the 27th
and had
Destroyer
become a
Flotilla.
naturalized British
He
subject.
was present in Tokyo
The engagement
Bay when
was
the
announced to
instrument
the
of
public
Japanese
on the 10th
surrender
of
was
July
signed.
1947.
Philip returned to the
Though
United
Philip
Kingdom
appeared
on the
always
Welp
to
in
have
January
regarded himself as an
1946,
Anglican, and he
was
had
posted
attended
as an
Anglican
instructor at
services with his
HMS Royal
classmates and
Arthur,
relations in England
the
and
Petty
throughout
Officers
his
School
Royal
in
Navy
Corsham,
days.
Wiltshire.
He had been baptized in the Greek Orthodox Church. The Archbishop of Canterbury, Geoffrey Fisher, wanted to regularize Philip's position by officially receiving him into the Church of England, and Queen Elizabeth toured
which
the
he
Royal
did in
Naval
October
College,
1947.
Dartmouth. The day During before the the visit, wedding, the Queen King and Louis George VI Mountbatten asked bestowed his the nephew style of Philip to Royal escort Highness the on king's Philip. two daughters. On the morning of the Elizabeth wedding, and Margaret, The 20th of November 1947, Queen Victoria. He was made the Duke of Edinburgh, Earl of Merioneth, Christian, and Baron Greenwich of Greenwich in the County of London. Elizabeth fell in love 39. Consequently, and they began to exchange being already a Knight of the Garter. Between 19 and the 20th of November 1947, he bore the unusual style His Royal Highness Sir Philip Mountbatten. The king granted his request, and is so described in the letters patent of the 20th of November 1947. 21st birthday. Philip and Elizabeth were married in a ceremony at Westminster Abbey. Recorded and broadcast by BBC Radio to 200 million people around the world. Had adopted the surname in post-war Britain. His mother's family. It was not acceptable for any of the Duke of Edinburgh's German relations to be invited to the wedding. Was announced to the public, including Philip's 3 surviving sisters, all of whom had married German princes after their marriage. The Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh took up residence at Clarence House. In England and their first 2 children were born before Elizabeth succeeded her father as monarch in 1952. Prince Charles in 1948 and Princess Anne in 1950. Their marriage was to become the longest of any British monarch. Philip was introduced to the House of Lords on the 21st of July 1948, the day before the wedding, immediately before his uncle Louis Mountbatten, who had been made Earl Mountbatten of Burma. On the morning of the wedding, like his sons Charles and Andrew and other royals, with the exception of the first Earl of Snowdon, ceased to be members of the House of Lords following the House of Lords Act 1999. He never spoke in the House, being already a Knight of the Garter. Between 19 and the 20th of November 1947, he bore the unusual style His Royal Highness Sir Philip Mountbatten,
as Elizabeth would typically have taken Philip's last name upon marriage.
The 20th of November 1947,
Earl Mountbatten of Burma,
Philip and Elizabeth were married in a ceremony at Westminster Abbey.
Philip suggested
Recorded
House
and
of Edinburgh
broadcast by BBC Radio to 200
title,
million people around the
Queen
world.
Mary, Elizabeth's grandmother,
it was not acceptable for any of the Duke of Edinburgh's German relations to be invited to the wedding,
who himself later advised the Queen to issue a royal proclamation declaring that the royal house was to remain known as the House of Windsor.
After their marriage, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh took up
Prince
residence
Philip
at Clarence
privately
House.
complained, "I
Their
am nothing but
first
a
2
bloody
children were
amoeba.
born before
I
Elizabeth
am the only
succeeded her
man in the
father as
country not
monarch in
allowed to give his name to
1952.
his own children."
Prince Charles in
On the 8th
1948
of
and
February
Princess Anne in
1960.
1950. Their marriage was to
Several
become the
years
longest
after
of
the
any
death
British
of Queen
monarch.
Mary and the
Philip was
resignation of
introduced to the
Churchill as
House
Prime
of Lords
Minister,
on the 21st of July
the
1948.
Queen issued an order in council
Immediately
declaring that
before his uncle
Mountbatten
Louis
Windsor would be the
Mountbatten,
surname of her and
who
her
had been
husband's
made
male
Earl
line
Mountbatten of
descendants who are
Burma.
not styled as
Philip,
Royal Highness or
like his
titled as
sons
Prince or
Charles and Andrew
Princess.
and other royals, with the exception
55
of the
while it
first
seems
Earl
the
of
Queen
Snowdon,
had absolutely set her heart on
ceased
such
to
a
be members
change
of
and
the
had
House
it
of
in mind for
Lords
some
following the
time.
House of Lords Act
It occurred only
1999.
11 days before the
He never
birth
spoke
of
in
Prince
the
Andrew,
House.
the 19th of February. And only after 3 months of protracted correspondence between constitutional expert Edward E. who averred that, without such a change, the royal child would be born with the badge of bastardy, and Prime Minister Harold Macmillan, who had attempted to rebut Iowa's arguments after her accession to the throne. The Queen also announced that the Duke was to have place, preeminence and precedence next to her on all occasions and in all meetings, the British Prime Minister, except where otherwise provided by Act of Parliament. This meant the Duke took precedence over his son, the Prince of Wales, except Windsor, officially, in the British Parliament. In fact, however, he attended Parliament only when escorting the Queen for the annual state opening of Parliament, where he walked and sat beside her. Contrary to rumours over the years, the Queen and Duke were said by insiders to have had a strong relationship throughout their marriage. Despite the challenges of Elizabeth's reign, the Queen referred to Prince Philip in a speech on the occasion of her Diamond Jubilee in 2012 as her constant strength and guide. Prince Philip received a parliamentary annuity to £359 since 1990 that served to meet official expenses in carrying out public public duties.
Before the birth of Prince
The
Andrew,
annuity was
19th of
unaffected by the
February.
reform of royal finances
And
under
only
the
after 3
Sovereign
months of
Grant Act
protracted
2011.
correspondence between
Any
constitutional
part of the
expert
allowance that
Edward
was not
Ely,
used to
who
meet
averred
official
that
expenditure was liable
without
for
such
tax.
a change, the
In
royal
practice,
child would be born with the
the
badge of
entire
bastardy,
allowance was
and
used to
Prime
fund
Minister
his
Harold
official
Macmillan, who
duties.
had attempted to rebut Iwer's arguments.
Personality.
After her accession to the
Philip
throne,
played polo until
the Queen also
1971,
announced that the Duke
when
was
he
to
started
have
to compete
place,
in carriage driving.
preeminence and
A
precedence
sport
next to
which
her
he
on
helped
all
to
occasions
expand.
and
The
in
early
all
rule book was
meetings,
drafted under his supervision.
except where otherwise
He
provided
was
by
also a
Act of
keen
Parliament.
yachtsman and struck up a friendship
This
in
meant the Duke took
1949 with
precedence
Arthur
over his
Fox.
son, the
In
Prince of
Cowes,
Wales,
Philip and the
except
Queen.
officially in the British Parliament. In fact, however, he
Personality.
attended Parliament
Philip
only
played
when
polo until
escorting the Queen to the annual
1971,
state opening of
when he
Parliament,
started to compete in carriage
where he
driving.
walked and sat
A sport
beside
which
her.
he helped to expand. The
Contrary
early
to
rule
rumours
book was
over the
drafted under his
years,
supervision.
The Queen and Duke were said
He
by
was also a
insiders
keen
to have had
yachtsman
a
and struck
strong
up a friendship in
throughout their
1949
marriage.
with Arthur Fox.
Despite the
In
challenges
Cowes,
of Elizabeth's
Philip
reign,
and the Queen regularly
the
attended
Queen
Cowes
referred
Week
to
in
Prince
HMY
Philip in a
Britannia.
speech on the occasion of her Diamond
Philip's
Jubilee
first
in
airborne flying
2012
lesson
as her
took place in
constant strength and
1952, and
guide.
by his 70th birthday
Prince
he had
Philip
accrued
received a
5.
parliamentary annuity
150
of
pilot hours.
£359.
He was presented with Royal Air Force wings in
Since
1953.
That served to meet official
In April
expenses in
2014,
carrying out public duties.
It was reported that an old British
The
Pathé
annuity
newsreel
was
film had been
unaffected by the
discovered of
reform of
Philip's
royal
1962
finances under the
two-month
Sovereign
flying tour
Grant
of South
Act
America.
2011.
Filmed
Any part
sitting
of the
alongside
allowance
Philip
that
with
was
the
not
aircraft's
used to meet
controls was his
official
co-pilot
expenditure was
Captain
liable
Peter
for
Middleton,
tax.
the grandfather of the
practice,
Duke's
The
granddaughter-in-law,
entire allowance was used to
Catherine,
fund his official
Duchess of
duties.
Cambridge. Personality. Philip played polo until 1971, when he started
Philip
to
held a
compete
number
in
of
carriage
titles
driving.
throughout his life, a sport which he
Originally
helped to
holding the
expand.
title and
The
style
early
of a
rule book
Prince
was
of Greece
drafted
and
under his
Denmark.
supervision.
Philip
also
abandoned
a
these
keen
royal
yachtsman and
titles
struck
prior
up
to
a
his
friendship
marriage,
in 1949
and was
with Arthur
thereafter
Fox.
created a British Duke,
In Cowes,
among other noble
Philip and
titles. The Queen formally issued letters patent in 1957, making Philip a British prince. Personality. When addressing
Philip
the Duke
played
of
polo
Edinburgh,
until 1971,
as with any male member of the
when
royal
he started
family
to
except the
compete in
monarch,
carriage driving.
the rules of
A sport
etiquette
which
were
he
to address
helped
him the
expand.
first time
The
as Your
early
Royal
rule book was
Highness,
drafted under his supervision,
and thereafter as a Sir.
He was also a keen
The Duke of
yachtsman and
Edinburgh was
struck up a
appointed by
friendship
King
in
George VI
1949
to the
with
Order of the
Arthur Fox.
Garter on the 19th of November
In Cowes,
1947.
Philip and the Queen regularly
The eve
attended
of his
Cowes
wedding.
Week in HMY Britannia.
Since then, Philip has
Philip's
received
first
17
airborne
different
flying
appointments
lesson
and
took place
decorations in the
1952,
Commonwealth,
and by his 70th
and
birthday
48
he had
from
accrued
foreign
5.
states. The inhabitants of some
150
villages on the
pilot
island
hours.
of Tana,
He was presented with Royal Air
Vanuatu,
Force
worship
wings in
Prince Philip as a god.
1953.
The islanders possess portraits of the
April
Duke and hold
2014,
feasts on his birthday.
It was reported that an old British Pathé newsreel film had been discovered of Philip's 1962 two-month flying tour of South America. Filmed sitting alongside Philip at the aircraft's controls was his co-pilot Captain Peter Middleton, the grandfather of the Duke's granddaughter-in-law.
The Duke of Edinburgh,
Catherine,
Colonel-in-Chief of the Royal
Duchess of
Canadian
Cambridge.
Regiment, presenting the 3rd Battalion with their regimental colours in April 2013. Upon his wife's succession to the
Philip held a
throne in
number of titles throughout
1952,
his life,
the Duke was appointed Admiral of the Sea
originally
Cadet
holding the title and
Corps,
style of a Prince of Greece and
Colonel-in-Chief
Denmark.
of the British Army Cadet Force,
Philip abandoned these
and
royal
Air
titles
Commodore-in-Chief
prior
of
to
the
his
Air
marriage,
Training Corps.
and was thereafter
following
created
year,
a British Duke.
He was appointed to the
Among
equivalent
other
positions in
noble
Canada
titles.
and made Admiral of the
Queen
Fleet,
formally issued letters patent
Captain
in
General Royal
1957,
Marines,
making Philip a British
Field
prince.
Marshal, and Marshal of the Royal Air Force in the United Kingdom.
As with any male member of the
Subsequent
royal
military
family
appointments
except
were made in New Zealand and Australia.
the rules of etiquette
In
was addressed him the
1975,
first time as Your Royal
he was
Highness,
appointed Colonel of the Grenadier
and
Guards.
thereafter as a Sir. The Duke of Edinburgh was appointed by King George VI to the Order of the Garter on the 19th of
A
November
position he handed over to his
1957,
son Andrew in
the eve of
2017.
his wedding.
On the 16th of December
Philip
2015,
has received 17
his role as Honorary Air
appointments and
Commodore-in-Chief
decorations
was
in the
handed
Commonwealth,
over to the Duchess of
and 48
Cambridge.
from foreign states.
To celebrate his
The
90th
inhabitants of some
birthday,
villages on the island
the
of
Queen
Tana,
appointed him Lord High Admiral,
Vanuatu worship
175,
Philip
as well as to the
Islanders
highest
possess
ranks
portraits of the
available
Duke
in all
and hold
3
feasts
branches
on
of the
his
Canadian
birthday.
Armed Forces. On their 70th wedding anniversary, the 20th of November 2017, the Queen appointed him Knight Grand Cross GCVO of the Royal Victorian Order, making him the first British national since his uncle Earl Mountbatten of Burma to be entitled to wear the Royal Stars of 4 Orders of Chivalry in the United Kingdom. The 3rd Battalion with their regimental colours in April 2013. Upon his wife's succession to the throne in 1952, the Duke was appointed Admiral of the Sea Cadet Corps, Colonel-in-Chief of the British Army Cadet Force, and Air Commodore-in-Chief of the Air Training Corps. The following year, he was appointed to the equivalent positions in Canada and made Admiral of the Fleet.
Philip supported his wife in her new duties as sovereign,
Royal Marines,
accompanying her to ceremonies such as the state opening of Parliament in various countries.
Subsequent military appointments were made in New Zealand and Australia.
As chairman of the Coronation Commission,
he was
the first member of the royal family to fly in a helicopter, visiting the troops that were to take part in the ceremony. Philip was not crowned in the service,
over to his son Andrew
but
in
knelt
2017.
before Elizabeth, with her hands enclosing his,
December 2015,
and swore to be her liege man of life
his role
and
as
limb.
honorary Air Commodore-in-Chief
In the early
was handed over to the
1950s,
Duchess of Cambridge,
his sister-in-law,
to
Princess
celebrate his
Margaret,
90th birthday,
considered marrying a
the Queen
divorced
appointed
older
him
man,
Lord High Admiral
Peter Townsend.
175,
The press accused
as well as
Philip
to the
of being
highest
hostile
ranks
to the
available
match,
in all 3 branches
to
of
which
the
he
Canadian
replied,
Armed
"I haven't
Forces."
done anything." Philip
On
has
their
not
70th wedding
interfered,
anniversary,
preferring to stay
the
out of
20th
other
of
people's
November
love lives.
2017.
Eventually,
The
Margaret
Queen
and
appointed him
Townsend
Knight Crown
parted
Cross GCV
for 6
with the
months
Royal Victorian Order,
over
making him the
1953-1954.
first British national
Philip
since
and
his
Elizabeth
uncle
toured
Earl
the
Mountbatten of
Commonwealth,
Burma
as
to
with
be
previous
entitled to
tours
wear
the
the
children were
Stars
left
of
in
4 Orders
Britain.
of Chivalry in the United
In
Kingdom.
1956, the Duke, with Kurt Hahn, founded the Duke of Edinburgh's Award in order to give young people a sense of responsibility to themselves and their communities. In the same year, he also established the Commonwealth Study Conferences. From 1956 to 1957, Philip travelled around the world aboard the newly commissioned HMY Britannia, supported his wife in her new duties, during which he opened the 1956 Summer Olympics in Melbourne and visited the Antarctic, the opening of Parliament in various countries, becoming the first royal to cross the Antarctic Circle. The Queen and the children remained in the UK as chairman of the Coronation on the return leg of the journey. He was the first member of the royal private secretary, to fly in a helicopter. Mike Parker was sued for divorce by his wife. Part in the ceremony. As with Townsend, Philip was not crowned. The press still portrayed divorce as a scandal before Elizabeth, and eventually Parker resigned. He later said that the Duke was very supportive and the Queen was wonderful throughout. In the early 1950s, she regarded divorce as a sadness. Princess Margaret, not a hanging offence, considered marrying a divorced in a public show of support. Peter Townsend, the Queen created Parker a commander of the Royal Victorian Order for the match. Further press reports claimed that the Queen and the Duke were drifting apart. Philip had not interfered, which enraged the Duke and dismayed the Queen, who issued a strongly worded denial. Margaret and Townsend, on the 22nd of February 1957, she granted her husband the style and title of a Prince of the United Kingdom by letters patent, as with previous tours, and it was gazetted that he was to be known as His Royal Highness the Prince Philip. In 1956, Duke of Edinburgh, with Kurt Philip was appointed to the Queen's Privy Council for Canada on the 14th of October 1957, taking his oath of allegiance before the Queen in person at her Canadian residence. He also established the Commonwealth Study Conferences. Remarks he made 2 years later to the Canadian Medical Association on the subject of youth and sport were taken as a suggestion that Canadian children were out of shape. This was at first considered tactless, Summer Olympics, but Philip was later admired for his encouragement of physical fitness, becoming the first in Canada in 1969. Philip spoke about his views on republicanism. On the return it is a complete misconception to imagine that the monarchy exists in the interest of the monarch. Parker it doesn't. Divorced by his wife. It exists in the interest of the people. Townsend. If at any time any nation decides that the system is unacceptable, and eventually Parker resigned, then it is up to them to change it. Said that the Duke was very supportive and the Queen was wonderful. In April 2009, she regarded divorce Philip became the longest-serving British royal consort. He became the oldest ever male British royal in February 2013, Parker, a commander of the Royal and the third longest-lived member of the British royal family, following Princess Alice and the Duke were drifting apart. Duchess of Gloucester, which enraged and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, in April 2019, a strongly worded denial. Personally, he was not enthused about living an extremely long life. She remarking in a 2000 interview when he was 80 that he could not imagine anything worse and had no desire whatsoever to become a centenarian. His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, saying bits of me are falling off already.
From 20 to the 24th of December 2019, Philip stayed at King Edward VII's Hospital and received treatment for a pre-existing condition. In a visit described by Buckingham Palace as a precautionary measure, he had not been seen in public since attending Lady Gabriella Kingston's wedding in May 2019. A photo of Philip with the Queen as they isolated at Windsor Castle during the COVID-19 pandemic was released ahead of his 99th birthday in June 2020. In July 2020, he stepped down as Colonel-in-Chief of the Rifles, a position he had held since 2007. He was succeeded by the Duchess of Cornwall. On the 9th of January 2021, Philip and the Queen were vaccinated against COVID-19 by a household doctor at Windsor Castle. Then it is up to them to change it. On the 16th of February 2021, Philip was admitted to King Edward VII's Hospital as a precautionary measure after feeling unwell. He was visited by Prince Charles on the 20th of February 133. On the 23rd of February, member of the British royal family, it was confirmed by Buckingham Palace that Philip was responding to treatment for an infection, and Queen Elizabeth the Queen on the 1st of March 2021. Philip was transferred by ambulance to St. Bartholomew's Hospital to continue treatment for an infection, and additionally to undergo testing and observation relating to a pre-existing heart condition. He underwent a successful procedure for his heart condition on the 3rd of March. From 20 to the 24th and was transferred back to King Edward VII's Hospital on the 5th of March. He was discharged on the 16th of March. Death. In a visit described Main article, by Buckingham Palace, death and funeral of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Been seen in public. Philip died on the 9th of April 2021, in May 2019, aged 99. 2 months before his centennial, he was the longest-serving royal consort in British history. The cause of death has not yet been disclosed, but the palace has said that he died peacefully. He stepped down as Colonel-in-Chief of the Rifles, a position he had held since 2007. He was succeeded by the Duchess of Cornwall. On the 9th of January 2021, Philip and the Queen were vaccinated against COVID-19 by a household doctor at Windsor Castle. On the 16th of February 2021, Philip was admitted to King Edward VII's Hospital as a precautionary measure after feeling unwell. He was visited by Prince Charles on the 20th of February. 133. On the 23rd of February.
Here are 10 side hustles to consider. Number 1. Deliver takeout. Food delivery skyrocketed during the pandemic as people opted to stay home and order in. And in many places, indoor dining is still limited or discouraged for safety reasons. If you are interested in delivering takeout, sign up to make deliveries through services such as DoorDash or Postmates, where drivers make an average of $13 to $17 per hour, respectively, according to Indeed.com. Number 2. Deliver groceries. Demand for grocery delivery has also surged in the pandemic. Companies like Instacart have hired hundreds of thousands of shoppers. Instacart pays an average of $13 per hour, according to Glassdoor. At shift experience, shoppers can make between $16 and $22 per hour, according to the site. Make sure to adhere to principles of social distancing in supermarkets and grocery stores. Continue to keep the 6-foot distance from other people and wear a mask. Number 3. Garden or do yard work. Spring is a time of year when people will start enjoying and sprucing up their outdoor space. If you like gardening or yard work, consider offering to help people with planting flowers, trimming grass or bushes, and eliminating weeds. Look for landscaper gigs on sites like Indeed or ZipRecruiter, or list your services on TaskRabbit.com, where gardeners and yard workers charge as much as $80 per hour. Number 4. Rent out your gear. If you have gear or vehicles people can use to explore the outdoors in the warmer weather, considering renting it out. Bike sites like Splinter,
Instead, let's just list your bike for an hourly, daily, or weekly rate.
per hour.
It's free to list on the site, but SpinLister does take 17.5% of all transactions.
Demand for grocery
Car.
delivery has
Considering renting your
surged
car
in
on
the
platforms
pandemic.
like
Companies
Turo,
like Instacart
where renters
have
can make an
hired
average of
hundreds of
706
thousands of
per
shoppers.
month.
Instacart
According to the
pays
site.
an average of
Boat.
$13 per
Apps
hour.
like Get
According
My
to
Boat let you
Glassdoor,
rent out various
ship
types of boats
experience
ranging from
shoppers can make
$25 per
between
hour for
$16
kayak
and
to a
$22 per
$400 per
hour, according
hour
to the
for
site.
private yachts.
Make sure to adhere
It's
to
free to list
principles
on
of
Get My
social
Boat, and the
distancing
site
in
takes an
supermarkets and grocery
8.5%
stores.
fee for
Continue to keep
every
the 6-foot
rental.
distance
Number
from
5,
other
be
people
a
and
tour
wear a
guide.
mask.
If you know your
Number
hometown
3,
or local
garden
city
or
inside
do
and out,
yard work.
consider applying to be a tour guide on
Spring
sites
is a time
like
of year
Tours
when
by
people will
Locals.
start
The sites lets
enjoying
you
sprucing up their
guide,
outdoor
build
space.
their own
If you like
itineraries,
gardening
and
or
set their
yard work,
own
consider
prices for a
offering your
walking tour. Tour
Offer
starts
to help
at
people with
$15
planting
per hour
flowers, trimming
with a
grass or
25%
bushes,
fee
and
from
eliminating
tour locals
weeds.
according to Side
Look for
Hustle.
landscaper
Make sure
gigs
to social
on sites
distance
like
and wear a
Indeed or
mask
ZipRecruiter,
even if you are
or list
outside.
your services on TaskRabbit.com.
Number 6.
Where
Answer
gardeners
question.
and yard
If you
workers
are an
charge
expert
as
in
much
subjects as
$80
varied as
per
dream
hour.
interpretation,
Number 4,
clock repair,
rent out
or
your
weddings,
gear.
consider
If you have
offering
gear
your
or
services
vehicles
on
people can use to explore the
justanswer.com,
outdoors in the warmer
where experts
weather,
in their fields get
considering
paid to
renting it
answer
out.
users' questions on their
Sites
given
like Splinter,
expertise.
Spin
The site
lets you list
wide
your
range
bike
of
for an
experts
hourly, daily, or
get
weekly
paid
rate.
between
It's free
$18 to
to list on the
$50
site,
per
but
answer,
SpinLister does
depending
take
on the field.
17%
Randall Gibbons made up to $20,000
of
per
all
month
transactions.
answering questions
Car.
about RV
Considering
repair
renting your
on the site in 2020. You must apply to become an expert. Just Answer has an acceptance rate of 10% to 12% for all applicants. Number 7. Write an ebook. If you got an idea for a timely romance novel, have the lowdown on the music industry, or another great literary idea, consider writing an ebook. You can get your own price. Ebook often go for $3.99. Publishing sites include Gumroad, which charge either 8.5% plus 30 cents per.
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to make money with Amazon in 2021 is not by selling physical products on Amazon like everyone thinks. I know that might come as a shocker and that might sound crazy. How do you even make money with Amazon without selling physical products? But last year, me and my twin brother Rasmus, who's sitting right there, we discovered a brand new way to make full-time income with Amazon quickly, and it has nothing to do with physical products. And what's so great about this brand new way to make money with Amazon is that it does not require a lot of money to get started. You can even get started with no money at all. It does not require any prior skills, business experience, or anything of that nature. It doesn't even require very much of your time, because what we do is we follow a done-for-you system to build this new kind of Amazon business. And the reason why this works so well is because it's leveraging not Amazon.com, but a brand new, no-product Amazon platform that practically nobody knows about. Now, to show you that literally anybody can be successful with this, here we have Liman from Bangladesh, one of the poorest countries in the world, and in just a few short months, he made over $50,000 with this new Amazon no product platform. Now, what I've done is I've put together a super short but very detailed free training session that you can attend by clicking on this link, where I'm gonna dive deep into this done-for-you system that we followed, that Liman has followed, that many other people have followed to get life-changing results with this new Amazon business model. And when you click on this ad and attend right now, you will also be getting 3 bonuses worth over $227 that we've never given out for free before, but you can get them just by clicking on this link, attending the free training, and you'll get these 3 bonuses emailed to you shortly. And if you think this is some scam or something weird like that, we've had literally dozens of articles written about us by Entrepreneur, by Forbes, covering us because of this new Amazon business model that we're showing you. Now, the most important thing that I can tell you to do right now is just to click on this ad, because The reason why this works so well right now is because very few people know about it. And if you keep ignoring ads like this while everyone else clicks on them and attends the free training and learns what I'm about to show you, they'll be making all the money that you missed out on simply because you didn't click on this and discovered this new Amazon platform that you can use to make full-time income quickly with. So if you're skeptical, just swallow it for a second, click on this ad and attend the free training, get your bonuses, and I'm going to show you this done-for-you system that we and a bunch of people are using to make full-time income with Amazon. And again, it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of money, you don't need a lot of money. It doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of experience, you don't need a lot of experience. It doesn't even matter if you don't have a lot of time, because you don't need a lot of time to make this work for you, okay? So click on this ad and let's get started.
Every 2 weeks. Yeah. The people have an ID.
In the next 45 seconds, I'm going to show you how to gain the freedom and lifestyle of a 6 to 7 figure recruitment agency so that you can build a scalable recruitment business without working harder. If you don't know how to automate your client lead generation or deliver consistent results, then this is for you. If you're tired and feeling frustrated, not winning enough clients, spending hours if not days on the same tireless processes without making enough profit, whilst others are actually making more and working less. I get it, I was in your position too, on that 6-figure hamster wheel, running faster and faster, and eventually you get burnt out. You might have even heard of recruitment gurus that simply don't teach you enough, or you may have signed up to coaching programs that do not give you the tools you need, leaving you lost to fend for yourself. I have built a highly profitable 7-figure recruitment agency. I've also helped over 50 recruitment owners achieve 3 to 10 clients within 90 days, and even over 150k of revenue within 2 weeks. I can guarantee that you're capable of achieving this too. Take Neil, for example. He managed to win over 6 new clients within 3 weeks from his first client acquisition campaign. Or take Gordon, for example. He won a retainer worth of $120,000 within 6 weeks of being in the program. I can give you the blueprint to make this happen for you too. Now, the way this works is actually pretty simple. So first, just fill out this quick survey to see how I can help you specifically. Second, I'll go through a bespoke, personalized game plan on a one-on-one 45-minute call where we'll look at where your business is right now, where you want to get it to in the next 12 months, and what roadblocks and challenges are preventing you from getting there. Finally, join the program that's helped over 50 recruitment owners, which will equip you with a simple, systemized agency that is fully automated, along with a highly leveraged virtual team, enabling you to grow your agency to 6-figure profits within the next 90 days. It really is that simple. And here's the great thing. Each step is boiled down into a simple step-by-step format. Did you know that most big agencies are actually failing today because they're stuck in the old way and traditional methods and not moving to what I call the new era hybrid agency system? They are relying heavily on human input that wastes too much time on low-value processes that can be adopted with a virtual team and automation. If I can teach you anything right now, it's that a business without systems and automation will eventually die. So how will you get away from that? We will help you build, automate, and systemize your agency into a highly profitable machine. Book in a call with me now so you can take the first step in growing your agency to 6 or 7 figures through my purposely designed program that will allow you to take control of your own destiny, gain more financial freedom, and step out of day-to-day operations so you can simplify your business, gain your time back, and enjoy your lifestyle. So click here, fill out the survey, and get your call booked in.
That's our heart and vision, and some of the things that we do.
Here are 10 side hustles to consider. Number 1, deliver takeout.